horizontal and vertical motion of a particle. A box of mass 4.5 kg is pulled at a constant speed of 2 meters per second along a rough horizontal floor by a horizontal force of magnitude 15 Newton. First part, find the coefficient of friction between the box and the floor. The horizontal pulling force is now removed. Find, second, the deceleration of the box in the subsequent motion. Third, the distance traveled by the box from the instant the horizontal force is removed until the box comes to rest. These questions we need to draw the information in the form of a diagram so that it makes our easy. So it is the horizontal box. A box of mass 4.5 kg is pulled along a rough horizontal floor. So now the weight of the box is 4.5 g. And then the normal reaction acts upward. And then there is a force, it is pulled. So it is 15 Newton. And then because it is a rough horizontal floor, we'll have a frictional force. F will be equal to mu r. This is the frictional force. And it is moving at a speed of 2 meters per second. As the box is moving at a constant speed, the system is in equilibrium. Because of that, we get F will be equal to mu r. R equal to 4.5 g. We take g as 10 in mechanics. Remember that it is not 9.8, it is 10. So it will be equal to 45 Newton. And the force which is acting on the particle is 15 Newton. 15 will be equal to mu multiplied by 45. We got the value for R as 45. So mu will be equal to 15 over 45. So it is 1 over 3. This is the coefficient of friction. Now in the second part, in order to calculate A, we know by the Newton's second law, F will be equal to ma. So F is 15 Newton and m is given as 4.5 and A. So which implies A will be equal to 15 over 4.5. So which will be equal to 10 over 3 meter per second square. Now in the third part, we need to calculate the distance. And it is given in the question, the box is moving at a speed of 2 meters per second when the force is removed. So the information which is given in our question is u equal to 2 meters per second and v equal to 0. That is the final velocity. And we have found the value for A as 10 over 3. But since it's a deceleration, we are writing it as minus meter per second square. So now using the formula, v squared equal to u square plus 2as. That is 0 square will be equal to 2 square plus 2 into minus 10 over 3 into s. So s will be equal to 4 into 3 over 20. So it will be equal to 3 over 5. That is 0.6 meters. The second question, a small block of mass 0.15 kg moves on a horizontal surface. The coefficient of friction between the block and the surface is 0.025. Find the frictional force acting on the block. Show that the deceleration of the block is 0.25 meter per second squared. The block is stuck from a point A on the surface and 4 seconds later, it hits the boundary board at a point B. The initial speed of the block is 5.5 meter per second. Find the distance AB. The block rebounds from the board with the speed of 3.5 meter per second and moves along the line BA. Find the speed with which the block passes through A. The total distance moved by the block from the instant when it was stuck at A until the instant when it comes to rest. Now let us draw the figure. The horizontal ground is there and this is of mass 0.15 kg. So the weight will be 0.15 g and the normal reaction will act upward. And this direction will be the motion of the particle. Now from the figure we know R will be equal to 0.15 g. That is 0.15 into 10. So it is 1.5 Newton. Now F equal to mu R. And mu is given in our question as 0.025 into 1.5. That will be equal to 0.30375 Newton. The only force acting on the block is the frictional force, which causes the deceleration. By Newton's second law, we have F equal to ma. And our F we have already calculated. It is 0.0375 will be equal to, the value for m is 0.15 A. So A will be equal to 0.0375 divided by 0.15. So it will be equal to 0.25. That means the deceleration will be equal to 0.25 meter per second squared. Now in the third part, we need to calculate the distance AB. Now it is given in a question that as soon as the block is stuck, it moves under the influence of the frictional force, causing a deceleration of 0.25 meter per second squared. Now in our question, we have all this information, that is u equal to 5.5 meter per second and t equal to 4 second, and a is, we have found out, that is minus 0.25 meter per second squared. Using all this, we need to find our s. So we can apply the formula s equal to ut plus half at squared. So it is 5.5 into 4 plus half into minus 0.25 into 4 squared. When you simplify this, we get it as 20 meters. Therefore, the distance AB will be equal to 20 meters. In the fourth part, the information which we know are u equal to 3.5 meter per second and a equal to minus 0.25 meter per second squared. We need to calculate the speed at which the particle passes through A. That is the final velocity we need to calculate. So it is v squared equal to u squared plus 2as. And already in our previous part, we have calculated s as 20 meters. Even that we can insert over here. So it is v square will be equal to 3.5 square plus 2 into minus 0.25 into 20. So when we simplify, we get it as v square equal to 2.25. That v equal to 1.5 meter per second. The speed at which the block passes the point A is 1.5 meter per second. Now the last part. After rebound, the block moves along BA and comes to rest. So we know our final velocity v will be equal to 0. Now applying in the formula v square equal to u square plus 2as. So substituting the values, we get 0 square equal to 3.5 square plus 2 into minus 0.25 into s. That is, we need to calculate the distance after rebound. So we get the value for s. When we simplify, now when we simplify, we get the value for s as 24.5 meters. The total distance traveled will be, already it has traveled 20 and now 24. So we add the two. So the total distance traveled equal to 20 plus 24.5, that is equal to 44.5 meters. Third question. A 20 kg rock is pulled vertically upwards by a vertical cable from a speed of 2 meters per second to a speed of 5 meters per second. The tension in the cable is 250 Newton. Calculate how far the rock is pulled. Third question. First, let us draw the diagram. A block, this is of mass 20 kg. So the weight of this is 20 g. That will be equal to 200 Newton. And there is a tension in the string T. And it is given in the question, it is 250 Newton. The block has a tendency to move upward. So acceleration is in the upward direction. Now by the Newton's second law, we know F equal to ma. So upward is the positive direction. So it will be T is, or I'll just write T minus 20g will be equal to 20a. So substituting the values, 250 minus 200 will be equal to 20a. So a will be equal to 50 divided by 20. So it will be equal to 2.5 meter per second square. Now the information which is given in the later stage. The initial velocity is 2 meter per second. The final velocity is 5 meter per second. And we have calculated our acceleration as 2.5 meter per second squared. And we need to calculate the distance s. So we can use the formula v square equal to u square plus 2as. So it will be equal to pi square equal to 2 square plus 2 into 2.5 into s. When you simplify it, we get it as s equal to 21 over 5. That will be equal to 4.2 meters. Now the last question. A 28 kg block is projected vertically upwards from the ground at 7 meter per second. When the block reaches the height of 2 meter, it experiences a force of 420 Newton vertically upwards until it is 18 meter above the ground. The force is then removed. Assume that air resistance can be ignored. A. Find the total time taken for the block to reach the height of 18 meters. Find the speed of the block when it returns to the ground. For the A part of the question, we need to calculate the time taken to reach 18 meters. In order to calculate this, we'll first calculate the final velocity v. So now for that, let us write out all the information which is given to us. S equal to 2 meters, u equal to 7 meter per second. And now the block is thrown against gravity. So A will be equal to minus 10 meter per second square. From this, we can calculate v square equal to u square plus 2as. So it is 7 square plus 2 into minus 10 into 2. So that will be equal to 9. So now v will be equal to square root of 9, that is 3 meter per second. Now using the formula v equal to u plus at, we have 3 equal to 7 minus 10 into t. So t will be equal to minus 4 over minus 10, that is 0.4 seconds. Now in order to calculate the time, we have calculated for the first part, that is for a distance of 2 meters, we have calculated that it has taken 0.4 seconds. Now for the second part of the journey, that is in the total of 18 meters, 2 meters have been covered. So the rest of the 16 meters only we are going to calculate the time taken. When the block reaches 2 meters, it experiences a force of 420 Newton. The mass of the block is 28 kg. So it is 28 g, that is 280 Newton will be the weight. And then it experiences a force of 420 Newton. So now by a Newton's second law, F equal to ma, that will be equal to 420 minus 280 will be equal to 28a. So a will be equal to 140 divided by 28. So it will be equal to 5 meter per second squared. Again, to find our time for this part, we'll first find our final velocity v. And now s equal to only 16 meters because we have reduced. Total s is 18. That is 18 minus 2. Total distance traveled is 18, and that the first part is 2. So we are subtracting 18 minus 2. So we get only 16 meters. And u equal to 3 meter per second. And a we have calculated as 5 meter per second square. So again substituting it in v square equal to u square plus 2as. We have it as v square equal to 3 square plus 2 into 5 into 16. That will give us 169. So our v will be equal to 13 meter per second. Now to calculate our time, v equal to u plus at. So it will be 13 equal to u is 3 plus 5 into t. So t will be equal to 10 over 5. So it will be equal to 2 seconds. Therefore, total time will be equal to 0.4 is for the first 2 meters, and then for the rest of the 16 meters it is 2 seconds. So it will be 2.4 seconds will be our answer. Now in the B part, we need to calculate the speed of the block when it reaches the ground. That is, we need to calculate our final velocity. We know the total distance is 18 meters and u is given as 13 meter per second and acceleration is 10 meter per second square. So applying it in the formula v square equal to u square plus 2as, we get it as 13 square plus 2 into 10 into 18. So it will be equal to 529. So v equal to square root of 529, that will be equal to 23 meter per second. Therefore, the speed of the block when it returns to the ground is 23 meter per second. Here we have taken A as positive because it is coming towards the ground. If it goes against the gravity, then we take it as a negative 10. Thank you.